Ring up Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07769247196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message. Today is Friday, the 9th of August, 2024. It's now been 1 year and 1 day, or over a day now. You had me arrested and removed from my care home so that you could look to abduct my brother over a year ago now. And what have you achieved in that year? While you've been going on holiday, while you have been going making money, what has my brother? My brother's been it's all cost to us and all profit and gain for yourselves, isn't it? While my brother been on holiday, what kind of care plan does he have in place? Does he go on daily excursions like he was under my care? Does he go on weekly swimming as he was under my care? You were looking to target and victimize me and my brother for the longest of times, even when he came to Oldham unannounced, after I had to lodge a formal complaint against your predecessors, Fungi Machichitiri and Baljit Nota. At least Baljit Nota could speak my brother's language. You can't even speak my brother's language. It's all just pure, unadulterated Islamophobic racism, isn't it? This is what this situation is. I am now leaving a daily message. I've told you I'm publicizing it. You forced me into this situation where I have to publicize it to keep a public record of your neglect. This is still neglect, isn't it? This is you neglecting to resolve a situation. This is you, the local authority, forcing through your agenda and narrative through tyranny and villainy and and looking to psychologically torture me and humiliate me and degrade me. Why? Because I'm a Muslim? Why? Because I'm a Pakistani? Is that why? Or is that why you're torturing me and my family? What is the reason for this? Is it not just profit and gain? I mean, you're owing me £1 million a day, so I'm leaving a message. I'm happy to leave a message. This is the cost of each message that I'm leaving you, £1 million a day, because you've bought off the judges, you've bought off the courts, you've bought off the you've given me no option. You're buying off everybody. You know I'm including you in a daily message that I'm sending to the Prime Minister every day and to the Home Secretary every day. You simply don't care. You're simply sitting back and relaxing or waiting for a crisis to happen as you were before. And when a crisis isn't happening, you look to trigger the crisis. I'm just recollecting now that you had instructed my niece and my brother to poison us, so we would be in desperate need of healthcare services. Therefore, you could abduct my brother. This is you've been attempting to abduct my brother for the longest of time, and it's just now that you've got him, you've got no other avenue but to continue until you end his life. I keep on screaming out daily that my brother's life's in danger. Every day that goes by is a endangerment to my brother's life, because you have unlawfully detained him, unlawfully incarcerated him, and are holding him against his will. You're denying me and my sister unfettered access to our brother. There's no legal justification to do this other than your desperate need to cover up your own systemic failures in adult social care, your inability to provide care, and your continued racism and Islamophobia against us as a family. You've been targeting us you've been targeting me for the longest of time now. 24 years, Mr. Browell. 24 years I've been at this. That's probably longer than you have been at your job, or longer than many people have been doing their job. 24 years. Since July 2000, I've been responsible for my family. They're under the trust fund instrument. You know this. I know this. As a local authority, you know exactly what's going on. It's just that you choose to turn to criminality, fraud, and deception and corruption, because it serves your agenda, because you can't do your jobs properly, and you're looking to embezzle money from the public purse for your own individual benefits. This is a fraud, a charade, a deception, a corruption, and my brother's suffering, I'm suffering, my sister's suffering. You previously murdered my mother into January 2024. January 2022. You've murdered my brother in a decade ago in September 2014, and you murdered my father in 2009. That's all you can do is murder, mayhem, destruction as a local authority. You do not know what you're doing. You can't provide care. All you're doing is continuously kicking the can down the road. It's been 12 years that you've been. Has it been 12 years? Yeah, it's been It's been 12 years since you've been kicking the can down the road and looking to destroy me and my family, and have perpetuated fraud and tyranny by colluding and conspiring with all your partners and associates and collaborators in order to target and victimize me and my family. Why can't I speak to my brother on the telephone? We had such a good conversation. You have given permission for me to speak to him, and now all of a sudden you've withdrawn that permission. Who authorizes you? Where do you get your authority from to dictate how I can and how me and my sister can interact with my brother? What authorizes you? Oh, he lacks mental capacity. You know you've been desperately trying to get him to lack mental capacity for your benefit. Can you explain this to me? If my brother lacks mental capacity, then why are you giving him mental health medication for? Is the mental health medication making him lack capacity? Because on the surface of it, prima facie, if somebody lacks mental capacity, then your medication, your mental health medication, should make him better, so more functional. Why? What do you mean he lacks mental capacity? He does not lack mental capacity. You've just simply strung something together and brought off the judges to justify your position, to abduct him and make him your private property to do with him as you please. This is just an anachronistic to anything that's decent or moral or upright. You are targeting and victimizing my brother. You are trying to
15 seconds recording time remaining.
You're trying to degrade and humiliate me in the process, and in the process, you're highlighting your own systemic failures and weaknesses. My brother has rights, freedoms, and liberties that you're deliberately looking to deprive away from him forcibly by buying off the judges and the judiciary in order to make him put him into a private prison of your choosing.
Sorry, your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. To re-record message sent. Thank you for calling. Goodbye.